And we are back. Pokemon Ruby, Hardcore Nuzlocke, the run continues. We're making our way to the 8th and final gym against Wallace and his Water-type Pokemon. But first, our underwater encounter is going to be the Clamperl. An interesting tidbit here is in the remakes, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you get multiple route encounters in the underwater zone to where in these original games, maybe even in Emerald as well, but in these original Ruby and Sapphire games, the underwater encounter is literally just underwater. So if you're at Route 124 or Route 126 or Route whatever, if you go underwater, it's going to say you caught Clamperl underwater, you caught Lantern underwater. So you only get one of these encounters, and it really does make that Lantern encounter super special. But we get the Clamperl, so probably not going to use it. And on with the run. And now it is time for our final fight against Maxi in the hideout here, the Team Magma hideout, where our boy Groudon is just chilling. The Mighty Ina comes down. We have Asahi to answer. Electric versus Dark. The Thunderbolt connects. And how much damage are we talking? It gets Mighty Ina to about 20% HP, but the Swagger comes down, buffing our attack and confusing us. So if we hurt ourselves, it is going to do quite a bit of damage to the Electric Dog here. But Asahi sees through the tricks, pops off, and Mighty Ina falls. Really good stuff, and that only leaves two Pokemon. The camera up comes down, Fire Ground typing, and we are going to swap into Kagari. Last time we did not have the Pelican to counter the camera, but we do beautifully as we dodge its bread and butter move, Earthquake, and then get a 4-time super effective Surf right there, and the Camel falls, and that just leaves Crobat, and we are set up beautifully with an Ice Beam here, and if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be a 2-shot. Really good stuff, super effective. Maxi holding on to hope here as the Super Potion comes down, but it is just going to delay the inevitable as Crobat gets frozen in the red, and Kagari is free to feed as the Ice Beam connects and takes down Maxi's final Pokemon. And we just completely destroyed the Magma leader, Maxi. And yeah, that's going to make Groudon run off to Sootopolis City, and the run continues. Our Cave of Origin encounter is going to be the coveted Mawile, chuck the Ultra Ball, and secure it. I'm just kidding. Mawile is giving us some difficulty here, but I really hyped up Mawile. I think in the second episode, it is one of my favorite Steel-type Pokemon. However, in this game, in Gen 3, the moveset is just not there. It hardly gets any stab moves. I don't think there is any Steel type move that it can really benefit from, but in the later generations, Iron Head is a phenomenal move, and then it also gets Play Rough coupled with its fairy typing. So Mawile later on is phenomenal. Right now, just a really fun concept and design. So let's just keep this thing going. And it is now time for the 8th and final gym battle against Watson and his Water-type Pokemon. We're going to be running Asahi, the Manectric, in the front lines here, and with the Water Ground typing, we're just going to have to swap into probably our Breloom or maybe our Kagari for the flying pivot in case an Earthquake comes down. So we just got to watch out for the Whiscash. Other than that, I think we're looking pretty good. I'm really liking how different this team is. We definitely have some overlap with the Tentacruel and the Exploud from other runs, as well as the Pelipper. But as far as Altaria, Breloom, and Manectric, we got some fresh faces, and you'll love to see that. So right here, right now, let's dive right in. We still have a Magneton in the PC if need be, but I do really enjoy switching up the Pokemon from time to time. So let's take on Wallace, and if we can beat him without losing anybody, I feel like we have successfully turned this run around. And yeah, I'm very excited about that. So right here, Lovedis comes down, is just a little sacrificial slaughter, if you will. Asahi drops back with a super effective stab, Thunderbolt, and the tiny little duck heart thing never stood a chance. 4 Pokemon left. Here is the Whiscash, the perfect counter. And given the 4-time super effective with Miracle Seed as well, I think we're just going to go into Akira. The Breloom, potentially tank the Earthquake, not very effective. No crit here. We are looking so good. And honestly, I think even though Akira's special attack is garbage, I think the 4 times Giga Drain is enough, and I am mistaken. We do not get the kill there. And I have not taught Breloom Brick Break yet, just in case tragedy struck, since you only get 1 TM, and I really want Brick Break for the Elite Four. So we can either 2-tap with Giga Drain, or we could go Elite Seed. But honestly, let's just go Giga Drain because there's a potential mischance with Leech Seed. So both Leech Seed and Sky Uppercut, as well as Stun Spore, all have mischances. Giga Drain's our only move that is 100% accuracy, that has 100% accuracy. So we're just going to lean heavily into that. And now let's see here. The Celio comes down, and I think this is probably the best time to swap into the Asahi, or maybe go against the Kingdra and get a Leech Seed Stun Spore down, because Sky Uppercut is super effective. So actually, let's kind of turn around our game plan here and risk it all with the mischance, and we do connect, and given our physical attack, that is just going to do so much damage. And then my Milotic comes down, and I don't have the move set with me, but I'm pretty confident it has Ice Beam. So I'm going to risk the crit here. I am going to risk the crit. I'm going to get a Stun Spore. Holy crackers. How is my Milotic faster, first of all, and we missed the Stun Spore? Is Breloom not stupid fast? No, he's not. Okay. Nope, pretty slow, honestly, in comparison. I thought Breloom was maybe just the Mach Punch, but I didn't think the speed would be lower than my Milotic. That is pretty rough. And now we're going to have to swap into a Ice Beam, which we are not well equipped with. We don't have anyone that actually resists that, except Tentacruel, I think. And we can't really hit my Milotic at all, so a little bit unfortunate. And if that Stun Spore landed, everything else would be a lot better off. So let's see here. I think I'm just going to get a little bit cheesy and kind of spam Surf. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think because we need Manectric for the Kingdra, so I'm just going to tank that Ice Beam, and I'm just going to spam some Stab Surfs. They're not very effective against the Milotic. We're just going to chip it down, and as long as we don't get frozen, I think we'll be fine. Oh, Lord have mercy. So I'm just going to use Akane as much as I can here. I'm going to eat. If we can just use up Milotic's Ice Beams, we'll be fine in that regard as well, because then we can have a safe swap, because a lot of my Pokemon do resist the water typing. So we're just going to deal with this. I have really blundered here. Wow. Yeah. This is going beautiful. And there's the water pulse. No confusion. We're still frozen. Wow. That is impressive. And we're going to get confused here any moment now. I'm willing to risk one more turn, I think. One more turn. That's fine. And we're still frozen. Holy moly. And okay, now we are absolutely dead to crit. Can't swap. Arida, which one has better special defense? Ooh, neither. This is rough. Okay, this is really bad, and we still have the Kingdra, so how bad is this? Ooh, that is dead to crit. But we do have Protect. We can use that up. Beautiful. Okay, and now we have Fly. Oh, but we go slower, so what am I doing? Don't be confused. Absolutely, Kagari. But are we not dead to an Ice Beam now? Oh, please, God. Okay. Oh my God. So get one more Protect there, get a little cheesy, and it might be out of Ice Beam. It absolutely might be out of Ice Beam, but we've got to be careful here because, as you can see, we are lined up for a sweep if Kingdra pops off. We are absolutely lined up for a sweep. And I think we go Asahi. I think we go all in because Asahi is not super effective against the Kingdra, but this fight has turned into something special. Don't be a critical, but it is the confusion. I'm going to roll a Thunderbolt. Come on, baby. You got this. Asahi with the fumble, and I'm willing to risk one more if we hurt ourselves. Oh, the snap out. Asahi from downtown. This is going to be a two-shot, potentially beautiful. No crit, no crit. Beautiful stuff. Hold on. Hold on till May. Yes. Okay. Drop back. Give me the Thunderbolt. And let's go. My Milotic being an absolute obstacle. Does it not have a Kingdra, or is that Emerald? It's just a Seeking. What am I even saying? It's a Seeking. Come on, Asahi. You've got this. That was the ace. There is no Kingdra, and the Guppy Fish falls. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Wow, that fight went so poorly, but we managed to maneuver and we didn't lose anybody. On the verge with the Pelican, I really thought we were going to lose him, and I got really risky with the Manectric as well. Breloom completely fumbling the bag with the Stun Spore. Those missed chances are going to bite you every single time. On top of God knows how many freeze turns with Akane the Tentacruel. So just really bad stuff, but honestly, didn't lose anybody, got the gym badge, and now all we have left is Victory Road in the Wally fight, as well as the Elite Four. Very excited to see what happens. Let's keep it going. And as always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you on the flip. Peace.